There used to be a saying that said, "Let us develop respect for all living things. Let's try to replace violence and intolerance with understanding and compassion and love." And in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. Nowadays, environmental pollution has become more and more serious in Vietnam. You can easily see the images, information about the issue on media. But have you ever learned about the diverse marine ecosystem of Parasol Islands? Or have you forgotten and never envisioned it? Vietnam is a coastal country located on the west side of the East Sea, holding a strategic position in geopolitics and economics that no other countries have. According to the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, 1982, Vietnam has a sea area of over 1 million square kilometers, being 3 times the loss of the land area and accounting for 30% of its sea area. Parasol Islands have belonged to the Vietnamese for a long time, based on archive of dynasty, various activities of the Vietnamese in the past, and international law. The Parasol Islands are sacred territory in the sovereignty of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on the East Sea. Vietnamese fishermen are inherently friendly, especially those living on the islands with many years fishing on the sea. Fishing activities of the Vietnamese remain normal in defiance of irrational interference from China. Thanks to Vietnam government policy in supporting fishing activities and building offshore fishing boats, the annual sea product output increased rapidly and continuously, reaching the amount of 3.67 million tons in 2019. Up to now, there are about 96.6 thousand fishing boats with 6 meters of length or longer nationwide working on the sea. The number of seafood processing had also rapidly increased, contributing more and more variety of seafood products with higher quality. The waters of Hoàng Sa Archipelago as a model provide people with many things, from tourism resources, minerals, seafood transportation, but has never required human give anything back. On the contrary, people treat them unjustly and truthfully ungratefully. Because of economic profit, people are willing to destroy the marine environment. Because of the small profit from selling things rice on the beach, the owners and their employees allow their customers to litter unconditionally. There are some people want to have a greater profit from catching fish, so that they use many destructive methods which are harmful to the aquatic environment and the amount of marine creatures. About state management of the Parasol Islands, activities related to exploitation of natural resources and protection of the environment are not still being carried out comprehensively. There are not adequate research works that evaluate the resources and the quality of marine environment in the islands. Appropriate strategies and plans in exploiting abundant and valuable resources in the water area of Hoàng Sa district have not been in place yet. Stephen Chow's film The Mermaid was inspired by a fairy tale, but still has a meaningful message that if the world doesn't have a single drop of clean water, a single breath of clean oxygen left, they would be meaningless no matter how much money you make. The aquatic environment is not only inhabited by the marine species, but also the source of human life. The protection of the Parasol Archipelago's environment is not only the protection of the Parasol Archipelago's environment, it's not only the protection of the marine environment, the habitat of the marine creatures, but also about maintaining sovereignty and protecting the islands. It is your country. Cherish this natural wonder, cherish the natural resources, cherish the history and romance as a sacred heritage for your children and your children's children. Do not let selfish men or greedy interests skin your country of its beauty, its riches, and its romance, Theodore Roosevelt said. Therefore, we need to join hands to protect the environment and avoid pollution for the future of Vietnam in general, Parasol Islands in particular, and for our own lives as well as those of future generations.